Hi guys! So for today's video, we're going to talk about the 10 rules of softball. So we're going to explore what are the basic rules and regulations of playing softball. Softball is a bat and ball sport played between two teams of 10 players. It is a direct descendant of a baseball, although there are some key differences. Softball are larger than baseballs, and the pitches are thrown underhand rather than overhand. Softball is played on a smaller diamond field than in a baseball.
Number 1. Running the bases.
Within the sport of softball, there are four bases: the first base, the second base, the third base, and then the home plate. And runners must step on each base as they advance from one to another. The bases also must be advanced in numerical order and cannot be skipped. Only when the runner is deemed safe by the home plate official is the team awarded a run. Multiple runs can be scored on the same plate as long as all runners touch each base. Runners are also able to go advance multiple bases on a single hit. So when a player is standing on a base, they are considered safe and cannot be ruled out unless they leave the base.
Number 2. 3 outs per team inning.
Each team is allowed 3 outs while at bat each inning. An inning is made of two halves. The top half of the inning is when the away team bats, and the bottom half of the inning is when the home team bats. An out is when the opposing team catches a fly ball, strikes out the batter, or throws out a runner. Each team wants to limit the amount of outs they get while batting, and get 3 outs as fast as possible while in the field.
3 strikes and you're out.
Each at bat. A batter is allowed 3 strikes before they are called up. This is what is known as a strikeout, which is not the desired outcome for a batter. The umpire behind home plate judges whether a pitch is a strike or a ball. To be determined as a strike, a pitch must fall within the strike zone, an imaginary area over the home plate in between the batter's knees and the bottom part of the shoulders. If the batter swings at any pitch thrown and does not make contact with the ball, that is automatically a strike as well. Players can strike out swinging or miss the ball swing, and strike out looking umpires call strike. Don't ever swing.
Number 4. 4 balls is a walk.
Each at bat. If the pitcher throws 4 balls getting 3 strikes or having the batter hit the softball into play, the batter is around first base. If there is another runner already present at the first base, they are allowed to advance as well. Balls are pitches thrown outside of batter's strike zone. For pitchers, walks are never preferred and they usually mean longer at bats with more pitches. A walk is commonly also referred to as base on balls.
Number 5. 7 innings in a game.
In each individual softball game, there are 7 full innings played, and whichever team has the most runs at the end of the 7 innings is deemed as the winner. As stated earlier, each inning has 2 parts consisting of 3 outs each for a total of 6 outs in each inning. If there is a tie at the end of the 7 innings, depending on the league type, additional extra inning will be played to determine a winner.
Number 6. 9 players per team.
Each team is allowed 9 active players per game. There are 9 positions within the sport of softball, and these 9 players must take up these positions. There is also a set of batting order for these 9 players. The order is set for each game and continuously cycled throughout the innings. Teams may have additional reserve players which can be substituted into a lineup in case players are injured or the team needs a fresh batter.
7. Pitchers must throw underhand.
Unlike in baseball, pitchers in softball must throw the ball in underhand motion with their hand below their hip. The pitcher must, with both feet, make contact with the pitcher's plate prior to throwing a pitch, and no part of the wind-up can involve any stopping or forward motion.
8. Foul balls are softballs hit out play.
Foul balls are any softballs hit out of the regulation field of play. On the right and left sides of the field, there is a foul line drawn in white chalk. Balls hit outside of these lines are called foul, and runners cannot advance on these balls. If a batter hits a foul ball, they receive one strike but cannot strike out on a foul ball. If the batter fouls a ball with 2 strikes, then an additional pitch is thrown and the strike counts remain the same. If a foul ball is caught without hitting the ground, the batter is out.
Number 9, runners must stay within the base path.
While advancing around all 4 bases, runners must stay within the designated base path or they will be called out. Between each base, an imaginary straight line is drawn and runners are allowed to run up to 3 feet on either side of this line, or called the base path. This gives players some space to avoid potential tags by fielding players while still containing them within the base path. The base path is not a set line and is created by the runners once they begin to run towards a base.
Number 10, getting hit by a pitch means a free base.
When a batter is hit by a ball thrown by the pitcher outside of the strike zone, they are awarded first base. It does not matter what the strike or ball count is, it's an automatic base. Runners on these bases are also able to advance a base if necessary. Hitting a batter with a pitch is usually an accident on the side of the pitcher. But if it is repetitive, it can be seen as poor sportsmanship. The batter should always try to avoid being hit by a pitch, but in many scenarios, it is easier said than to be done. So those are the rules and regulation of playing softball. See you guys next time. Bye!